When you look around Colorado Springs, the first thing you notice is the scenery. You notice the mountains, the open sky, and the quiet moment in between places. But if you start to pay closer attention, you start to notice something else too. The headphones, scrolling, the way teens slip into their own worlds, even in the middle of this. Music is playing almost everywhere they go, and social media is right there in their hands. It made me wonder what all this really means and how it shapes the way teens here think, feel, and see themselves. So I decided to find out. Social media and music are a big part of our life now. They can calm us and they can connect us and help us feel understood. But they shape how we see ourselves sometimes without realizing it. Hello, this is a video for my Multimodal project, and for this video I'm going to be exploring how music and social media impact teens' mental health and self-perception, but it's specifically focused on the Colorado Springs area. But I was planning to interview these people in person, but I had some unexpected travel problems and I had to shift to videos instead. But personally, I think it worked more because it gave the people I interviewed like a chance to actually express themselves and not have like the awkward feeling there. And they were like in their own area, they were more relaxed. And just to be clear, this video is not taking a stance on if music or social media is a bad thing or if it's a good thing for teens. It's just exploring both sides and seeing how it impacts teens in the area I'm from.
Growing up in Colorado Springs, it's rare to see teens now without headphones on or a phone, and this is common in like going to school or like you're in a park, a cafe, anywhere. You're going to see kids with headphones in their ears or on their phone. Everyone's either listening to music or scrolling. Something I noticed is that when teens hang out in group settings, they're usually almost always on their phones. So it's like everyone's always in like their group, but they're mentally somewhere else because the social media, like they're in their own world. But I also heard that teens do stay up late on their phones listening to music or scrolling because they say it helps them decompress from the day's stresses of the day. But you can kind of see the effects the next morning when everybody like feels groggy and they're still tired waking up, moving slow. Like there's just, it affects.
Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first interview.
I'm Bea, I'm from Colorado Springs. I'm in the work field. The type of music that makes me feel better is just really like whatever I'm into at the moment, just like happy music. Music doesn't ever really make me feel worse, no matter like what mood I'm in, what type of music it is.
Okay, so hearing that, it made me realize that music is honestly a coping skill for a lot of kids my age, a lot of teens in that area. Music is comfort or motivation, or it's a way to escape overwhelming things, especially with the stresses of everyday life. Now we're going to go into interview number 2.
My name is David Perez Romero. I'm from Colorado Springs. I'm a first year at Metropolitan State University, and I'm here to answer the questions. What kind of music helps you feel better? The kind of music that helps me feel better is around R&B and rap music. I seem to cope with it a lot. Does music ever make your mood worse? Sometimes music does make my mood worse, depending on the song that plays and the mood that I'm in. Sometimes the song it'll upset me, it'll make me mad in the moment, and I'll just skip it or turn the music off completely. Does music help you deal with stress? Yes, a lot of the music I listen to helps me deal with stress because it's more of a coping mechanism for me, because I feel like I'm not the only one going through the same problems because they speak about it in their music.
So far, the biggest thing I've learned is that music is an emotional thing. It's personal because it reflects what someone else is feeling and they don't know how to say. And sometimes it helps teens feel understood in ways that other people won't be able to understand them. Now we're going to go into interview number 3.
Hi, my name's Avery. I live in Colorado Springs and I'm in the construction industry. Today I'm going to be answering a few questions. The kind of music that helps me feel better is definitely soul music and any kind of old classic country. Those are always my 2 go-to when it comes to feeling better or just lightening up my mood. When it comes to music making my mood worse, I'd say it can't make me go from like a good mood to a bad mood, but it can definitely make a bad mood worse. It could bring me more down if I'm already down. And with stress, it can definitely help me tune out a lot of the daily stresses in life. Kind of just focusing on the music and let the world drift away.
Next, I asked about social media, and honestly, this one's a little shocking, but the answers changed a lot depending on who I was talking to. So let's get into those interviews.
Social media does affect how I see myself, and it does play a big role in that aspect of my life. And I do feel a lot of pressure to like look a certain way, act a certain way on social media. So I always feel like I have to like show the best parts of me, show when I look the best parts of my life, when that's never really like necessarily the case.
When it comes to the social media side of things, social media doesn't really affect how I see myself. I kind of like how I am. I like how unique I am, and I don't let social media affect my self-image. When it comes to things online that boost my mood, I'd have to say dog videos or any kind of happy core videos definitely make me feel good. And something that makes me feel worse would be any kind of sad story, people sharing their stories and sad or things that are going on in the world, you know. And pressure I feel look or act a certain way online. I tend not to feel any pressure with that. I don't really try and be very active on social media just because of that fact, but when I am, I don't really try and look a certain way. I just post what I want, and people don't like it. People just don't like it. It's all right. And that's all.
Does social media affect how you see yourself? 1,000%. I feel like, social media affects how I see myself because I see a lot of kids my age or other people have the money that I want, the life that I want, and the physique that I want. So it definitely does make me, look down on myself and see myself differently. What is something online that boosts your mood? Something online that would boost my mood is seeing someone like myself make videos trying to achieve their goal. That motivates me to do the same and, record myself or, take the necessary steps to be better, like how I want to be in my future. How much pressure do you feel to look or act a certain way online? I don't have much pressure of how I present myself online. I'm the same person through and through, but it affects me seeing people online that are way better than me at almost everything. It affects me because I want to be like those people or even better. I just don't have the appropriate and necessary advantages that they have. So it definitely affects me in a way of how I act when I see people live the life that I want.
So I think the most common thing that I was told is that social media is fun and it helps it helps them stay connected with friends, but others said it can add pressure to feel like on where they should be in life, where they think they should be in life, like comparison. And others said that they're confident in themselves, and that was the shocking thing to hear to me personally, because I feel like, at least for me, social media adds that pressure of portraying yourself as a certain way. So it's not just one experience. Everybody has their different experiences with it.
After talking to teens around the Colorado Springs area, I realized that there's not a simple answer to this. Music and social media can calm us, inspire us, pressure us, or overwhelm us. It really just depends on the person, the moment they're in, and everything else that they're going through in life. But it isn't just one story. It's a lot of them. Again, it depends on the person. Thank you for watching, and again, I'm so sorry for the way that this had to be formatted. It was a struggle of trying to pick between a podcast and how to do the video, but I decided to do the video because I feel like it could still show a lot of more emotion than the podcast. But this is a project, is an exploration of what teens in Colorado Springs are experiencing and how social media and music are shaping us more than we realize.